I just witnessed the most amazing example of a double standard by a congressman in my lifetime. On CNN last night, Caitlin Collins was interviewing Republican Senator JD Vance from Ohio. They were talking about the protests going on in campuses across the country. And in it, he starts talking about what the proper responses by administration and law enforcement should be on those campuses. And then, well, just watch.
With this from a very pro-Israel perspective, and my view on this is that Israel is our ally and that we should support them. But you can't police people for being anti-Israel or pro-Israel. You can police people for violating the law, and we have seen some of that with some of these protests.
Okay, so you agree that people who break in and vandalize a building should be prosecuted?
Exactly.
Okay, I'm just checking because you did help raise money for people who did so on January 6th, which was, impeding an official proceeding, breaking into a building that they weren't allowed to be in, and vandalizing the Capitol.
He goes on and tries to backpedal, saying how different those two situations are. You're right, Senator Vance. They are different. January 6th was much, much worse. On January 6th, they didn't just protest, they forcefully broke into one of the most important government buildings in our country in order to try and stop the peaceful transfer of power. There were injuries. Someone was unalived. There was massive property damage. It's honestly hilarious for me to watch so many politicians, specifically the GOP, in our country fail as they continue to try and walk that fence of pandering to their base, but also pretending to care about the rule of law. If you break the law, there should be consequences. Doesn't matter who you are. If protesters break the law in order to bring awareness to some issue in the country, I assume they know that and accept the possibilities. But don't show your hand by trying to defend a double standard within your party, Senator Vance. In the end, it just shows your ignorance and inability to lead.